Welcome to Trailblazers. This is the show where we talk about the beauty of the outdoors, conservation, hiking, fitness levels, and you name it. And today I have a person, my guest, a beautiful person here who will be sharing everything conservancy from Millpark Conservancy. His name is Klaas Kingma. Good afternoon, and how are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thanks. And you?
I'm very well, thank you. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Nice to be here.
Right, so before we do anything and everything, I would like to know what is your role into the Millpark Conservancy and what do you do?
So basically, I sit on our committee and I run all of our social media channels and I assist with the fundraising aspect of everything. So I help with that kind of thing. We've got quite a few events coming up, hopefully later in the year again, and I help with the planning of those and the marketing of those.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Well, I know that it is a non-profit organization that is in the heart of Gqeberha, and you guys are passionate about keeping and preserving the conservancy, the area of the conservancy. So, what is the main mission and objective of Millpark Conservancy?
Yes, so we've got our little space that we are looking after and keeping clear of all alien vegetation and things, and just keeping an eye on not having too much invasives and
Yes.
just keeping our trails clear, picking up litter and things because as everywhere, litter is our biggest issue. And I mean, we have recently partnered up with Grey Junior School and they use our venue for their mountain biking clubs. So they come through regularly. We've got people who come and walk through, and that's basically our main thing. We want to keep this little space safe, clean, and just able for anyone to come and enjoy.
Right. I think you had me at enjoy and keeping it clean and preserving. Right. So how does the conservancy contribute to the community and environment of Millpark?
So, like I said, we've got our little space that we look after and we keep clear. So, as a non-profit, we raise funds basically to maintain it. So, we've got all of our expenses. We've got a gardener who's there regularly to clean up all of the roots, keep bushes trimmed, all of that kind of a thing. And I mean, we go even beyond our external walls and we go past that. And we've taken on Ramsey Park now as well, where we keep that maintained. And we've just finished a huge project end of last year where we replaced the entire fencing around the perimeter, which also helps with the security to the rest of Millpark because it prevents people from just coming through from all sides.
That is very good because I think that when you have that kind of space, you really want to preserve everything that is around it, and working with the team as well is also a very good thing.
Yes.
And what are the challenges that is facing Millpark conservation?
Well,
Conservancy.
well, as a non-profit, it's always fundraising that's an issue.
Yes.
It's always a struggle to get money because, I mean, people can come enjoy the conservancy for free. We're not charging entry fees. So we're basically relying on people to decide, okay, no, I love coming here. I'm here every week. Let me donate something to help towards the running costs. So this year we've started an initiative where we're trying to raise the full lump sum basically for us to maintain the conservancy for the year, which is 75,000 Rand. And I think yesterday we were around 15,000 of that total.
I was very impressed. It took me by surprise when I saw it. I was like, yeah, when people really like something and want to preserve that certain space, they would go all out.
Yes.
And okay, so what about the trails? Which trail is your favorite there, or which trail would you recommend if I would go on a trail?
Well, basically our trails go all around. It's basically one big loop.
Okay.
But you can split it up. I basically go zigzag all over the place because I want to see this and I want to see that. And usually when I'm in the conservancy, I've got my camera out with me since I'm taking photos for social media and all of that. So I zigzag from here to there. I see a cyclist come down, so I run after the cyclist. And yeah, it's just so much fun. I mean, we've got a whole bunch of different trails for walkers and cyclists and runners. So yeah, there isn't one specific trail that I would recommend because there's just so much to see.
Wow, there's just so much to see. So if you are a cyclist and you're a runner, you're a walker, Millpark Conservancy is there for you. Right, well, my next question is, as a registered nonprofit organization, how do you secure the necessary funding to secure the conservancy?
So basically, the largest part of our funding comes obviously from donations from the public and people who enjoy coming to our conservancy. We regularly put out please help us, and
Yes.
we'd love to do this certain project. Like recently, we finished our fencing project, like I mentioned earlier,
Mm.
but we've also finished a lighting project where we put up some lights along the perimeter and on the conservancy commons, just so that there's some light in the evenings. And I mean, people can come sit there and have a little
Oh.
relax after they've gone for a
Mm.
walk. They don't have to run inside because now it's dark outside and it's getting scary and all
Scary,
of
yeah.
that. So yeah, that's where most of our fundraising comes from. And then we also do quite a few events.
Okay.
So we had our Easter egg hunt last year. Unfortunately, this year it didn't quite pan out with all of the holidays lining up right on each other.
Yes, right after.
But we had our Halloween walk where we had kids of all ages come through dressed up. Parents came along. They came dressed up. We decorated the conservancy all spooky with spider webs and ghosts and things. And that was an absolute hit. Then we had Christmas carols in the
Mm.
conservancy where we had someone come and they did a nice performance for us, sang all kinds of beautiful songs, Christmas songs, normal songs. The weather didn't play with us completely, but it was still a fun evening. Everyone said it was an awesome evening. Just
Yes.
getting out of the house, sitting with your community, having a chat with
Mm.
your neighbor who you don't normally talk to.
Yeah, yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true.
you
That's
meet all
true.
kinds of people.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I think it's a good thing that people also get to experience this space in
Yes.
a different event, in a different setup, not just for only walking or maybe hiking, but also it gets to be Christmas carols. You get to enjoy Halloween walk. Maybe one day I'll get into a Halloween walk. So, how can people support the organization's efforts and contribute to its success?
So basically, we would very much appreciate any donations we get. Like I said,
Mm.
we're trying to reach our 75,000 Rand total running cost for the year now. But any amount helps. We would love if people just come and enjoy the space, come for a walk, because there's safety in numbers. I mean, if there's people walking through constantly, there's less chance for the bad actors to set up camp and make it a
Mm.
nice, safe space for them almost. So if you up and down there, it makes it uncomfortable for them to sit around and wait for, okay, here's my chance.
Yes. All right. That's true. Okay. Are there any notable successes or achievements in the Conservancy's efforts?
Well, I mean, we've finished a few projects now, like our fencing and our lighting, but last year we just had our financial year end, so we found out last year we raised a total of 16,000 Rand just from our fundraising events. So our Easter egg hunt,
Mm.
our Halloween walk, and our Christmas carols in the Conservancy. So, I
Wow.
mean, we are trying to gear ourselves now, instead of relying on donations as is, to more rely
Yes.
on fundraising events so that people are getting something back for that money that they're spending on us.
Yes. Okay. And my last question: are there any educational programs or events organized for schools or communities, something like?
Well, on arrangement, we've got some team members who are willing and able, depending on when and where, to go through with groups and discuss with them, this is an alien invasive, this is not, here's how the trail goes. We've got a whole awesome team of people who help. So, I mean, there are enough people to help if you just request it.
Yes.
And then we're trying to get started again with either a weekly or a monthly walkthrough, just to get people to get their bearings, because we feel like a lot of people say, well, I feel like I'm going to get turned around and get lost. So if they come through once with someone who knows the trails, maybe that
Yes.
will help them feel a bit more comfortable, and they'll say, well, now I know I've been around, I know I won't get lost.
Yes. Guided hikes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me on Trailblazers. We really appreciate you taking your time to be
Thank you
with
so
here with
much for
us.
having me.
Right. That was Klaas Kingma from Millpark Conservancy. Please also do make sure that you also follow them on their social media as well. My name is Sim Nongauza, and this is Trailblazers.